I am happy to present my paper on Mind Control as Self-Mastery, a comprehensive analysis through the lens of the Bhagavad Gita. I am Dr. Balasubramani, Professor in the Department of Information Science and Engineering, NNA Institute of Technology, Dev to be University. First, you will see what is mind control according to Bhagavad Gita. The formal misconception is mind control is seen as coercing or manipulating, but Gita representation is it's a self-mastery through voluntary regulation of thoughts and emotions. The mind constructs our reality. Mastering it is the key to liberation and resilience. A restless mind is an enemy. A disciplined mind, a friend. We will see the various components of the mind. Antakarna. So, mind comprises of 4 components. The first one, deity manas. It represents the sensory mind, which is reactive, processes stimuli. And above this, we have buddhi, which is intellect. It is responsible for critical thinking and judgment. Above, we have ahankara, also called as false ego, sense of identity. Chitta, it is memory, subconscious impressions. So we can see all these 4 components of the minds are interrelated. Buddhi should guide manas and Atman transcends all, which is the ultimate. Now you will see the various challenges to mastering the mind. According to Bhagavad Gita, the mind is turbulent, strong and hard to control. And the main chain of mental downfall, it all starts with sensory focus. Sensory focus leads to attachment, which leads to desire. Again, the desire will lead to anger. Anger leads to delusion. Delusion leads to memory loss. Finally, it results in the destruction of intellect. So, it all starts with sensory focus. Too much of sensory attachments is the reason for not able to control the mind or the destruction of intellect. Sensory desires are insatiable. They grow with indulgence. It is possible to control the mind through 2 important causes, through abhyasa and vairagya. These 2 are called the will pillars. Abhyasa means practice, that is persistent effort to refocus the mind. So even though mind is wandering here and there, through constant practice, they can still our mind, we can refocus the mind to be necessary. Next is vairagya, they call detachment. It's a freedom from emotional dependence. So we have to maintain both abhyasa and vairagya. But there is a misconception that detachment is renunciation. But according to Bhagavad Gita, detachment is not renunciation but balanced engagement. Bhagavad Gita always teaches about the medium. So moderation in emerging. So we can say together the abhyasa and vairagya, they cultivate clarity and stability. And there is a path of meditation, it is called Dhyana Yoga. This is detailed in the Gita chapter 6. When you do meditation, there is the how to sit, how to, all these procedures are there. So you need to sit upright, steady gaze and sense control. And if you want to be successful in meditation, you should have moderation in the habits. And still your mind, one pointed focus leads to inner tranquility. So you can feel the inner balance, inner peace and happiness. Ultimately, meditation of Krishna leads to divine union and bliss. So according to Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, still your mind on me, I release from all kinds of sins. So it is very, very important thing. Meditations should be the part of everyday life. Again, Bhagavad Gita talks about the Karma Yoga. which is nothing but the action without attachment. According to Karma Yoga, we have to the selfless duty and without worrying about the actions, results. That is very important. Selfless duty is key to purifying the mind, and we should focus on effort, not outcome. Nishkama karma. Actions become offerings. They have reduced the ego and the emotional volatility. This karma yoga aligns work with dharma, leading to inner strength. So, second kind of yoga described in Bhagavad Gita is the Jnana Yoga, which is wisdom and discernment. It emphasizes knowledge of the self over the body and mind. It's a false identity. We identify ourselves with our body, mind, and intellect and ego. But we are something bigger than those things, which is the soul. So it emphasizes knowledge of the self over the body and mind. True wisdom comes through Buddhi Yoga, discriminative intelligence, and it leads to equanimity, renunciation, and clarity. Realizing one's eternal nature liberates from suffering. Third form of yoga prescribed in Bhagavad Gita is the Bhakti Yoga, devotional mind transformation. So the full surrendering to God purifies the heart and mind. Engaging senses in divine service transforms desires. So instead of engaging our senses in the material pursuit, they can engage our senses in the divine pursuit. So that will transform the desires. Bhakti provides a higher taste than needless lower urges. Love for the divine fosters attachment and peace. These are the principles of Bhakti Yoga. Now we can see what are the benefits of mind control or mind mastery. The first and foremost thing is it will we have emotional resilience, which is unshaken with success thought free. So stati prajna. So whatever may be the situation, we will always remain calm and happy. It will lead to inner peace because the joy derives from within. We search for the happiness outside, but we forget that happiness is inside. So it is a joy derived from within. Clarity in decisions, dispassionate, dharma-based action. Finally, it will lead to liberation. So it is freedom from the cycle of birth and death. So very important concept of moksha or bhukti, whatever we say. The liberation. So because that all starts from the detachment. So it will lead to and ethics and self-mastery. The Gita promotes self-regulation over external control. An undisciplined mind leads to unethical behavior. Dharma aligns action with universal good. Self-mastery ensures responsibility and righteousness. Again, the mind control or mind management is very much relevant to the modern psychology. So we can say that CBT. So the cycle starts with the thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. So it helps in restructuring the thoughts, much like Krishna's dialogue with Arjuna. It will lead to mindfulness, that living in the present without worrying about the past or the future. So all those things, mindfulness. Gita's teachings on focus and equanimity, stoicism, control over inner world, acceptance of outer events. Finally, it is a very important role in forming the neural pathways of the brain. So according to neuroscience, the repetition forms the neural pathways akin to abhyasa because of constant practice. So it used to new neural pathways to the brain. So it's very much relevant in the modern psychology also, very much useful also. Practical applications of mind control. It will reduce the stress by focusing on effort, not outcome. It cultivates habits through disciplined practice. It enhances relationships through empathy and detachment. So we have to use meditation and contemplation to align life with purpose. Thank you.